Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be looking at acute, obtuse, and right triangles, similar to these problems that you see up on the screen. All right, so here I've put up some obtuse triangles, some right triangles, and some acute triangles. And if you want to pause the video, try to figure out how do they know this is an obtuse or a right or an acute triangle. Okay, so I've given you the answers here. Can you figure out how they came up with those answers? Go ahead and pause the video and try it. All right, so now that you've had some time to think about it, let's see what you came up with. I'm going to start with the easiest one, okay? Right triangles always have this box in the corner, okay, or half box. And what that symbol represents, it tells me that that corner is exactly 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees is like the corners of your walls, okay? 90 degrees. Now, for obtuse and acute, let's start with obtuse, okay? Obtuse triangles always have a big angle, one big angle, okay? So you can see 110 and 130. And what I mean by a big angle is they have one angle that is bigger than 90 degrees, okay? So if they have one angle that is bigger than 90 degrees, then it's automatically an obtuse triangle. And so maybe now you can also figure out that an acute triangle, okay, all of the angles are less than 90 degrees, okay? All angles less than 90 degrees. Okay, now let's look at some new types of problems here. We have our definitions now. What happens when they don't give you numbers? Well, let's start with the easiest one again, okay? We said that if you see this box, you know automatically it's a right triangle. Okay, so right triangle's fairly straightforward. Now for these two, one is obtuse, one is acute, and we need to remember that an obtuse triangle has a big angle, right? And so look for a big angle, bigger than 90 degrees, right? And so this corner right here is definitely bigger than 90 degrees. And so this is the obtuse, and this one is acute because all of its angles are sort of smaller than 90 degrees, right? If you try to fit a box in here, right, it's too big. So that's why that's a big angle. And then here, right, too small. You can't fit the 90 degrees. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it is time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these 4 problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. For the top left one, you should have said that that was an acute triangle. For the top right, that is an obtuse triangle. For the bottom left, that is a right triangle. And for the bottom right, that is also an acute triangle. All right, that's it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.